Right, and there we go. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the start of Season 3 for Tier 2. So one guy, no, sorry, not one guy, but no one will fall out of Q1. Q2 is when we would start seeing some heads fall. It's going to be an interesting season. It is Season 3. I just want to try to get my co-commentator in here. Yeah, anyway, it is what it is. So, yeah, there we go. Alright, so as you can see, there's a lot of new faces. So let's start off with Razor02. He joined us in Season 1, and we are fortunate to have him back in Season 3. We'll see a couple of familiar names. Super D, who was 4th in the World Championship last season. You can see Maxstar also there, was battling for it. I think Maxstar was actually 4th in the World Championship. Low is Electronic, and then you'll see some new faces in Tier 2, which is Syphilizer. You also see Porthmace. That is now in Tier 2, so it's going to be interesting. We hope that we get some good racing out here. It is Australia, it is Q1, so Razor is on an outlap. It seems like everyone's on an outlap at the moment. Doesn't seem like anyone's getting in each other's way. This is a very short track, so 120 I would expect tonight. I'm at 120s, maybe 120.5 or even low 120s. To start us off with in Q3, but Q1 there's no pressure on anyone. As you can see, Max or Electronic is out in the mediums, so everyone just getting a feel of the track. It looks like sunny skies here in Melbourne, and Q1 no one will take the fall in this qualifying session due to the top 15 going through. In Q2, if you're new to this, we will lose 5 drivers for the top 10 shootout, which is Q3. Then it's all the battle for pole position, and as we know in Australia, turn 1, as Ron gets up to turn 1 not the easiest one, with 15 cars trying to find some space on the tarmac, so this is going to be interesting. I am just going to check out, hopefully my co-commentator Ali can join me, so when he gets in, hopefully he'll say how's it to us, and I can introduce him to him. Alright, so the first times are up already. Top Dog, 122.4. Razor, 2 tenths off that. Syphilizer, almost 2 seconds off. Chicken 4 seconds off. Super D, he's in a Ferrari. He switched teams. He went from the Red Bull to the Ferrari. He is partnering up with Top Dog in the Scuderia Ferrari team. So hopefully they had an awesome season in Season 2. Himself and Tormund Keels. Tormund Keels obviously got promoted to Tier 1. And they won the Constructors World Championship. You can check that all out on our website, www.FTRF1.com. You can go check out who is in Tier 1, who's in Tier 2. And yeah, it's also on the front page. You can see one of the Constructors. But like I said, Super D and Tormund wrapping up the Constructors for Tier 2 in the Red Bull Racing. But this season, he's in the Ferrari next to Top Dog. The Red Bull has decided to go for a new lineup this season. Obviously taking the Constructors, they've got Gia Botha and Porthmace as the 2 Red Bull Racing drivers, so that's going to be interesting to see. So Wezo goes on a 122.0, so that's a good time by him. Still expect the guys to get into the 120s easily. Top Dog in second, Razor in third at the moment. Syphilizer setting up a time. Only people hasn't set a time yet. Super D, he is in sector 3 at the moment. He comes around the last corner here. DRS wide open, and let's see what he puts in, and he goes to 121.8, and there we go. So into the 121s already. This is Q3, so don't expect too much of rocket times here. Ron still needs to set a lap, so is Corsa Bucky, Divan, Willem, Porthmace, he also needs to set a lap. Carter Boy, Low, Ron. So it looks like I'm going to be a little bit of alone tonight, so just waiting for my co-commentator to join. And hopefully Ali can join us very soon. There we go, Ali. Welcome to Race Day in Tier 2. This is Australia. This is round 1 for this big occasion for us. So everyone, please welcome Ali. Ali is all the way from Lebanon, if I'm not mistaken. There we go. Ali, so while we are in Q1, there's only 15 drivers on track at the moment. We're not going to lose anyone, so it's not a very exciting session this time. So tell us a bit about you, Ali, where you're from, and what other leagues are you getting involved in? I know obviously a little bit about you, but I think our viewers doesn't know as much as I do. Very young, very young. Your co-commentator is very old. I feel extremely old this evening. But Ali, welcome to the FTRF1 family. It is awesome to have you with us. It's nice to have someone from outside of South Africa, and all the best in this season. Hopefully, you'll stick around with us. So Ali is new to us, so Ali is going to start learning the drivers with me. I am obviously, um, and yeah. So welcome, Ali, and hopefully we'll have a good qualifying session and a good race this evening. You can tell us maybe a little bit later about your other league that you commentate for. I'm pretty sure there will be some guys who would be interested in knowing about that league. Um, but yes, so just under 10 minutes to go. Ali, you can spectate anyone you want. If you see some action on track, please let me know. It is just under 10 minutes to go. No one will lose their spot out of the session because the top 15 will go through, like I said earlier. And Ali, I know we spoke a little bit earlier, so guys to watch out for in the session is Super D, and he's already coming first on this session. We're obviously also looking at Razor, which is a new driver for us, Maxstar, who was very quick in season 2, and then we've got some tier 1 guys who joined tier 2, which is Sniffleizer and Porfmace. So I just want to jump into the comments here. So Lee saying, how's it? Let's go, boys. Lee, it's nice to have you here. Hopefully we can have you in the lobby with racing. Lee is one of our tier 1 drivers. Yaku Nafel also, how's it, buddy? Looking forward to racing with you tomorrow night in tier 1. And then Ali, so if you can just maybe go into your party setting and just tune your mic a little bit up for us. I see the viewer says that they can't hear you properly. So maybe just make a small adjustment there on your mic for us in your party settings so the guys can hear you nice. Yeah, maybe just a little bit louder. I see the guys are complaining and saying that they can't hear you properly. Henry Pinter saying, commentary on point. Henry, I'm going for super sport, my boy. So hopefully this will work out for me. Gerard Butter saying we can't hear the other commentator. Yeah, Ali is busy with his settings. So guys, Ali's going to do some adjustments. Let us know if you can hear him later on. All right, so let's see what the viewers say. Ali. So yeah, just over 7 minutes left in qualifying 1. Absolutely. It also looks like nice sunny skies. Ali in season 2, tier 1 had a very, it was a rally qualifying session, but a dry race. So you can expect anything really from Melbourne. But yeah, I think you're right. This is more of a session just to get used to the track. If you didn't have time to put too much time and effort into practicing. But it seems like everyone will set the time. Except for I am currently with Low in a Renault. Low Q95, he's in a Renault. He hasn't set the time yet, so we are currently on board with him. Guys, just let me know on the stream if you can hear Ali a bit better, so we could just make sure that we get Ali all sorted before race starts. Alright, so I'm not sure why Super D jumped all the way to 14th, but I think Codemaster will probably correct itself. He was on top, and I see the guys are slowly starting to retire from the session. Everyone's setting a time. Okay, Ali. So the guy's saying that they still can't hear you. Maybe we must just check your party settings. So maybe just excuse me, your mic setting and just see. I can hear you very clearly in my headphones, but obviously the viewers are battling to still hear you. Okay, I am going to try to set maybe the background also a little bit softer for us. So let's see. All right, so let's see now if everyone just want to get on board with someone. So that sounds a bit better from a background point of view. So Yaku, I see you are watching us. Ali is trying his best so that people can hear him. So let me know, Yaku, if you can hear Ali. All right, so Top Dog jumps into the pits there. Everyone has set the time. Sean, quite interesting, using up a set of mediums. So obviously wants to save his softs for the rest of the session. But he's in a very nice seventh position. So a good performance there by Sean. Although he's 1.5 seconds off the pace. Still a good performance on those mediums. Between the softs and the mediums, probably a second difference tonight, Ali. I think it's a second difference between the softs and the mediums. And then about half a second between the mediums and the hards. Absolutely. I'm just, yeah, it looks like everyone's going to retire. Ali, in terms of race strategy, as we go into Q2, obviously you will start the race on whatever tire you set your best time on in Q2. Any predictions for the guys in terms, or yeah, well, no, in Q2. So Q2, whatever lap you put on, you will obviously start the race on that specific tire. Q3 is obviously irrelevant. It's for pole position. Any guesses on what the guys will do for a race strategy this evening? Absolutely. I think they'll either go for the softs and the hard compound. If you're really good on your tires, you might get away with soft mediums. But I think in general, it's going to be a soft hard compound. I just listened to the stream there. I just want to cut the broadcast while we're still in Q1, yeah, while we're still waiting for a Razor to retire from the session. Um, So, Ali, let's just go through our party settings and just make sure everything is fine because I see I can't hear you completely. So just maybe pop in to me into, I just want to, so just go for me to, okay, so, yep, yep, I'm going to do that. Maybe it's on full now. And just check for me that your chat audio or adjust your microphone level is basically almost all the way to the right. So if you go into adjust microphone level, so maybe just set that a little bit higher and then obviously just press X to confirm. Okay, so I just want to go back into the stream so we can see if this is better for us. Um, yeah, so let's have a look and see if our audio is a bit better. Yeah, see, we've gone through. It seems like there is still an issue with your sound. So I just want to check everything from my side is 100% now. So basically, I have adjusted all the settings that I can. Um, they can hear you, but you are extremely soft at the moment. So I just want to check. So the party chat audio is really at its max from my side. My microphone level is basically on good. So yeah, look, it is included, but if it wasn't included, then obviously I wouldn't have been, the guys wouldn't have been hearing me. So that's all good from our side. Let's have a look and see if we come right. Hopefully, we can come right. It seems like everyone has retired. It seems like we're in Q2 while we sort out our voice stuff. Um, yeah, we've gone through. It seems like there is still an issue with your sound. So I just want to check everything from my side is 100%. Yeah, so all my settings are fine. It's include the microphone and also share the party audio. So everything on the broadcast is fine. I can hear you nice, loud and clear in my headphones, but obviously the viewers are battling to hear you. I've got the stream open in front of me, so let's see if you can, if we can hear you. So the body chat audio is really at its max from my side. Yep, broadcast settings are all good. I just checked all of that. Luke, the guys can hear you, but you are extremely soft. So I think what I might do is if you can maybe just leave the party, and then I'll send you an invite again. Maybe that will help us. And then I'll just send you an invite again. Okay? Right. So as we wait for Ali to sort out his a party setting. So we're in Q2, 12 minutes gone, and everyone seems to be. Let me just get some telemetry up for everyone. We're a bit in scramble mode this evening because of party settings or whatever the case may be. But let's see. So everyone seems to be on the soft. Surprise, surprise! We've got a couple of guys on the mediums. Still in the so Ron, Max, Star, Low, Wezo, and Paul Mace and Geert all on the mediums. So surprise, surprise. So some guys are fancying obviously the mediums to the softs. So we'll see how that goes. All right. So let's see. You're back. So let's see if the guys can hear you. So anyone watching the stream, can you please let us know? Yaku or Henry is probably watching. Can you guys just give me a shout and let me know if you can hear Ali now? Yeah, I'm not sure why there is 10 drivers. I just want to go through the list to make sure that Codemaster didn't mess this up. But it looks like it is Q2, so there's only 11 drivers, which is quite weird. Um, and I'm not sure why that is the case. Yeah, I'm not sure if that was an incident or if it was but there is definitely, maybe there might be something wrong with the lobby, but I see we have got 11 drivers. But you're quite right, Ali, we're supposed to have 15 drivers um, in this lobby, and I'm not sure where the other four went to. It could be because I didn't see any incidents on track, so I couldn't see that anyone's crashed out. So I'm not sure if anyone is retired because of that. But yep, it is Q2, and we have only 11 drivers left, so let's take it from there. Yeah, I think that is still extremely slow, Ali. I think the guys still need to get into the 120s. I think sub 120s should be good for tier 2. This obviously is a very difficult track. Obviously, we have our corner cutting on strict. All assists are allowed, but corner cutting or invalidation of laps is very easy around Melbourne. It's all about rhythm. It's almost the same as Russia, where you should have a lot of rhythm. And it looks like um, a lot of guys are invalidating them laps. So, yeah, and maybe just being a bit worried that they might invalidate their first run. So let's see. But I still expect mid 120s in tier 2. Okay, so we just got feedback from the guys on the stream. They still can't hear you, Ali. So I'm not sure what's going on there. Yeah, so that is not good news for us. And no one can hear you. You are, they can hear you, but you are, it sounds like you are literally a million miles away, which you are. But unfortunately, in the chat party, there is definitely something wrong. They can hear me nice and clear. They can hear my background nice and clear. It just seems like it's your audio. So I'm not sure, Ali, if you just maybe want to just go check your audio settings again. Maybe, I don't know, maybe, yeah, I've got no idea. Yeah, I can absolutely, yeah, I can hear you extremely nice and clear from my side. It's just from a stream point of view. I thought it might have reset after Q2, but obviously that didn't happen. Yeah, it looks like the Ferrari. So you said a 127.1. I'm just trying to find him on track. It looks like I can't see any yellow or red sectors. So there is a yellow in sector 1. It could be that he lost the car there, but I can't really see. I am currently with low on track. My mum's popping with one of the Mercedes. I think he probably lost the car into turn 1 or turn 2. But it definitely looks like a crash against the wall. Um, Yeah, that's it. So DRSF1 Wezo, he will obviously not join us in Q3. At the moment, you're quite right. Razor setting the fastest lap on a 122.3 with his Citronic Max Star. Not sure why the rest of the guys are not in Q3. Maybe one of the, while we were busy with our chat audio and stuff, maybe one of the guys on the stream can let us know what happened to Super D and the rest of the clan in terms of qualifying two, why they're not, or qualifying one, why they're not in qualifying two. I'm not sure what's going on there. Yeah, so interestingly enough, it looks like Maxstar will start the race on the mediums, the same as low Q95. So they will go for the mediums at the start of the race. Everyone else going for the soft option. So I think it's probably going to be soft hards. Okay, so definitely it looks like the guys didn't set a time. Yeah, not sure what's going on there. Okay, so DRS Wesley is saying he went into the wall. So, oh wow, he just hit the 122.0, so he slot himself up into top spot on the softs. Ali, I don't know if you want to do this. Maybe you can just, I'm going to send you the link to the stream. Maybe you can just check the stream and see if you can hear yourself on the stream. That will maybe give you a good idea if what is wrong with your settings. I am going to send you the link now. Okay, so can you hear yourself on the stream, or can you hear yourself? So just check if you got yourself on the stream there. Right, so just over 4 minutes to go while Ali is sorting out his business there. Corsa in front, Corsa Bucky in front in the house, and then Razor with his Citronic in third, Maxstar in fourth, Geerberta, Ron in sixth. We've got Wolf Mason seventh, Chicken Wing in eighth, Loki in 95 and ninth, Top Dog in 10th. Wezo just confirmed with us that he's smacked the wall, so he's not going to make it through to Q3. Obviously missing a key couple of drivers here. And one of them definitely Super D. Not sure why he's not part of Q2. I'm still waiting for feedback on that from the drivers. So hopefully, okay. So D saying he lagged and a car spun out, so he obviously collected the wall. So thank you for that, Super D, letting us know what happened to you in that session. But it's going to be an interesting qualifying session. We are used to seeing Super D, Maxstar, obviously with the guys leaving Tier 2 into Tier 1. But it's very interesting reading at the moment in Q2. Of course, Sabaki with a 122 flat, almost a Razor Isitronic. And Maxstar, your first top two rows. So that's interesting reading so far. And it looks very healthy at the moment for the Mercedes team. Isitronic in third and Ron in sixth. You've got also very pretty for the Racing Point with Razor in second and Maxstar in fourth. Obviously, we only have one McLaren, which is Chicken Wing this evening. The two Renaults low will make it through, but DRS Wes are not going to make it through. And then Top Dog in a Ferrari, he was the sole one. He will not make it through to Q3. So no Ferraris in Q3. Wow, that's interesting. Yeah, because Wezo obviously had a spun out and retired. So, yeah. So, Ali, can you hear yourself on your stream from your side? No, no, absolutely not. I mean, I can always put you a little bit soft if I have to from my headset. So, I think if right, let's get on board there with Ron. So, let's get on board with the Mercedes driver. I practiced a bit earlier with him this week, so I know he's got some pace in him, and there's definitely more to him. There we go, purple 1-2. So I expect definitely Ron to get into the 122s easily. It's all about 63 now, so let's see if he can keep it together. Nice exit. And this is the last tricky section. So a McLaren in the way makes nice space into the penultimate corner. A little bit off throttle. Yeah, there we go, 122.1. Yeah, very good lap time by him. He will start on the softs as well. So this is not for pole position. This is just to go through. But some good pace shown here by Corsa. Ron Razor a little bit off. I just want to get some telemetry up here. So Razor 2/10 off the guys. Isitronic another 6/10 off. But a very good lap there by Isitronic ZA Sean. Maxstar on the medium. So Maxstar on low really the only guy starting on the medium. So it opens up stuff for them, Ali. If you start on the mediums, you can go either medium, medium soft, or medium soft, soft, or maybe even the medium hards. But we all know online racing, there is sometimes a safety car, and the guys on the softs will smile. Absolutely. So Ali, if you want to set all your all your audio stuff to max and shout, it's all good. I have set you a little bit down in my headphones, so it's all good from my side. Yep, thank you for that. I don't think it will work either, but at least it keeps me and you entertained in the comments box, so that's good news. It's something that we will sort out during the week. We will get this corrected before we hit Bahrain, which will be next week. But before that, while we've got 7 seconds left in Q2, the only person we will lose is the Renault of Wezo. Ali, how important is it in Australia to really get pole position? Absolutely, and I mean, we also know that Mexico is probably one of the tracks that you do not want to qualify and pole with the long straight before turn one. It's basically a drag race. The guys just get into your slipstream. So Australia turn one, it always gives some action. I'm just currently on board here with Sean Esotronic. I just want to see if he's up in sector 3. It doesn't look like he's up. I think although it looks like green sectors to me, so he's probably a personal best for him. So let's see him go around the penultimate corner. At the moment, he's on the second row of the grid, but remember, this is not for grid position. This is just to go through, and Sean goes through. All right, so fourth, but definitely an improvement in his time, so a personal best there for Esotronic ZA. Warlock saying here on the comment section, push Razor, you can get this. I almost had a very bad Afrikaans word there. Yep, Razor having a good time, so he's going to insert. So, guys to have a look out for, Max Star, Geer, Bota, Pofmeis, and Low-Q. All the guys who's going to start on the mediums. They can obviously go longer in the first stint than the guys on the softs, but they will definitely have a little bit of a traction issue off the line. And might suffer, I mean, like me and Ali said earlier, a second difference between the softs and the mediums here in Melbourne. As we just wait for everyone just to finish off confirmation from Code Boss. So this is all about quality 3. This is for bragging rights. This is for pole position. There is no points up for pole position. But obviously it looks a bit more cloudy, so if any of the race engineers can get back to me. There we go. So if any of the race engineers can get back to me and tell me what does it look like for the race, what's our weather forecast for the race, and also what the qualifying 3 is. But like Ali says, there is drops of rain falling as I have a look at the paddock. And I think everyone's going to storm out because, Ali, really, you have one lap. This is it. You have one lap on the softs. You're not going to have a second lap. It's going to be intense for the rest of the race. It's going to get more slipperier. So everyone's gone out. Everyone's on the softs. It's going to be extremely busy. It's track temperatures are probably going to be very low. This is going to be interesting. Absolutely. So, all right, so very busy track. Everyone is out on track. It is Q3, just over 10 minutes left. 10 drivers. We've obviously lost Wezo earlier because of a terminal damage to his car. But if I look at everything here, sitting pretty for the Racing Point, Ali, they've got two drivers in the top 10. You've got one Ferrari driver, two Mercedes drivers, and two Red Bull drivers. And like I said, Red Bull obviously clinching the Constructors' Championship last season in Tier 2. So a bit of pressure there on Pofmeis and on Giaberta to have the same. I am following the guys around. Tire temperatures seems to be a big problem, yeah. Yeah, so let's get on board with him. Yeah, so let's get on board here with Divan Swanepoel, Corsa Bucky. Looks like there is grip still, Ali. You obviously want to stay off the curbs when it's this kind of conditions because that can get very slippery. Nice second gear, good. Oh yeah, most definitely. Yeah, I just want to see if he's lost any wing damage, but definitely a moment there for him. So yeah, there is a left end plate missing on that Renault, so he's going to have to come into the pits. But I really want to get on board with Corsa Bucky here in the Haas. He is in sector 2 at the moment. You can see a bit of oversteer as the back end of the car steps out. It's going to be interesting to see through this S section. Keeps it nice and tight. Oh, big moment as the car just moves underneath him. Yeah, so let's see. He's on the penultimate corner now. He's going to hit at the last corner now, but you can see definitely off throttle most of the time. Very difficult track conditions. This does not spell anything good for Tier 1 tomorrow night, but let's see if he crosses the line at 125. There we go. So much slower than what we saw in Q2, but definitely raining, and I think this is really it. I don't think anyone's going to improve on these times, Ali. Giaberta slotting himself in there with a 127. Top Dog jumps in with a 126.9 times, flying through. Razor in fifth, Chicken Wing in sixth on the 121.84. So, yeah, I don't think anyone's going to improve on this. And a very interesting first row. So, Korsabaki and Top Dog on the front row. And the Red Bulls clapping out the second row with Giaberta and Pofmeis on the second row. Razor in fifth in the Racing Point. And the Mercedes really nowhere at the moment. Ron sitting in seventh, no time yet. Sean, big moment coming out of the last corner. I think that's nose damage for him. Let's have a look and see if he's got any damage. It seems like he kept it nicely together, so no damage on that Mercedes. So Sean is on the lap, so we're going to follow him around and see how his sector 1 times look. Yeah, and you are going to lose easily 3, 4, 5 tenths on the straight with no DRS. Oh, big moment again there for Esotronic. This track is slippery as it can get. You can see Ron already jumping on the Inters. Ali, I don't think Inters is going to beat or get anywhere close to a 126, 127. No, absolutely not. Yeah, absolutely. Sean Esotronic, yeah. So if they can get the Inters on, it's going to be interesting to see. But if I look at our lap times here, a 128.4 on the softs by Chicken Wing, Stefan. I don't think the Inters is going to get to that time. I think we're probably looking at the 130s. So this is absolutely chaos. So some of our really hot favorites this evening, Maxstar and Ron, who showed some really good pace in Q2 and in Q1, they're both sitting in seventh and eighth. Absolutely. Absolutely. So I am currently with Ron at the moment on the Inters. It seems like he's got some good grip, but yeah, he's on the outlap at the moment. Maxstar still sitting in the pits. Low is out on softs, but he's invalidated his lap. So this, Ali, you're quite right. You cannot be on softs on this track right now. Sean's still sitting in the pits. So yeah, it's all about really Ron Maxstar. Yeah. Uh, it is an He's going to go for another lap in a Renault. So let's see if he can at least get past turn one. But yeah, let's have a look. Absolutely. Oh no, he's lost it completely. Yep. Well, he's got 4 minutes left, Ali. I think the best option is now to get into the pits. He probably should have pitted the lap earlier. Oh, there is just no traction whatsoever. So I want to have a look at. So Lowe is retired from the session. Yeah, I think he's given up. Maxstar currently on track. He is invalidated his lap, his out lap, but he will start a hot lap soon. So I am going to get on board with the Racing Point driver, Maxstar. He's teaming up with Razor. His teammate is in fifth. Ali, we always say in FTRF1, the first person that you really need to focus on in terms of beating is your teammate. And once you've achieved that, really, it's about the drivers around you. So there's a lot of internal battles happening here. We also obviously got a race engineer for the Red Bull team, which is one of our tier 1 drivers, Zero to Cool, Hanku. He is race engineer for the Red Bulls. Race engineer for the Ferrari team is Bob. He's also one of our tier 1 drivers, Josh. And then our other race engineer who is around is Ron. And 136, yeah, way off, completely way off. Yeah, Sean also out on track now. He maybe can jump low if he can just set the time. It will put him up into 9th after his good performance in Q2 when he was 5th or 4th. Purple sector. I'm not sure if this is a mistake from Codemaster, but purple sector. So that's obviously not a Codemaster best moment there. As he goes through sector 3, really just 3 corners to go. Time that he's trying to beat is a 136.2 to jump him ahead of Ron and put him on the 4th row of the grid. It's not going to make much of a difference. He will start on the 4th row of the grid no matter what. Let's see where this gets Dean. Oh yeah, there we go, 134.0, which is a very good time by Dean there, Maxstar. So that slots him into 7th. I can't see him finding 6 seconds anywhere, so that's basically him done. Ron is missing the apex completely. He might have enough fuel to start another lap. 1 minute to go. Ron is starting another lap. So Ron needs about 2 seconds, just over 2 seconds, 2.2 seconds to jump Maxstar. So I'm going to follow him to sector 1 and see if he can get some time. Yeah, but that's good enough to give him 9th. Yeah. So let's see what Ron's sector 1 time. So Ron needs 2 seconds to get him close to Maxstar. He is in sector 1 at the moment. Well, telemetry will come up. He's a second up in sector 1. So it's all about sector 2 and sector 3 now. So really finding pace on these inters. Probably tires nice and warm now. Following him around as he goes, going to come through the S's. We'll keep on monitoring his sector 2 times. Everyone retiring from the session. Still a second up in sector 2. That's probably not going to be enough. Maybe he made a big mistake in sector 3 that he knows there's time coming, but he really needs 1.2 seconds to find in sector 3 additional to get him past Maxstar. That's absolutely it for him, Ali. You're quite right there. So let's see if he comes past the penultimate corner. So, well, let's see if he finishes. Maybe he just wants to improve his time. Let's see if he can get into the 135s. 134.9. So, yeah. So carried his second all the way through in all the sectors, but just not enough to put Maxstar in 7th. So that's basically it. So, yep, I think he's also done. So that basically wraps it up for us, Ali. Q3, Corsa Bucky on pole, Top Dog in 2nd, and we're just going to wait for confirmation from Codemasters here. Yeah, they're going to start in the medium. So I know Maxstar, Ron, and Geerberta. So interesting enough, Geerberta is going to start in the mediums all the way in 3rd. So I think that's a personal best for him, qualifying on the 2nd row of the grid in the Red Bull. So there are 2 Red Bulls locking out the 2nd row. But you've got Corsa Bucky and Haas in pole, followed by Top Dog. Going to be interesting to see, Ali, also the fast guys who didn't make it through to Q2, guys like Super D. We know these guys have got pace, so it's going to be interesting to see what they can do from the back. They obviously can start on brand new tires, unlike the rest of the guys, so they can put on a brand new set of softs and go a little bit extra long in their stint. Very overcast, yeah. So, race engineers, if anyone is watching, please let us know on the comment section, what is the race going to be? Is it going to be a wet race? Are we expecting rain a little bit later on? Or is it just going to be cloudy most of the time here in Australia? So as we wait for the drivers to ready up, we'll see who starts on what. We know a couple of guys are starting on the mediums, which I think the most significant one is Geerberta in 3rd. He can just go a little bit extra long in his stint, but the tire differential is so big between the softs and the mediums, he might just be a sitting duck in the first couple of laps. Right, so let's get some telemetry up to see what everyone has got on. Absolutely. I just want to check something. Yeah, I just want to, sorry for the interruption of the stream. I just really want to check out something. One thing came to mind about the party settings. I just want to make sure that everything is cool. All right, so everything looks fine. Ali, I've just sent you a message there on your phone. If you can just check that for me, just check that that part is fine from your side. All right, so if you could just check that setting for me from your side. I'm pretty sure you have sorted it out. You're not new to this. Hopefully we can get this sorted before the next race. But anyway, so it is the formation lap. We've got pole position by the Haas. So the first pole position of season 3 belongs to the Haas. We've got a Ferrari in 2nd. We've got the 2 Red Bulls in 3rd and 4th. And then we've got the Racing Point. Chicken Wing, I think that's a personal best for him. An FTRF1, 6th position. Also a personal best for Razor there in 5th. Watch out for, really, from my side, will be Wezo in 11th, Super D in 12th, and Sniffleizer in 13th. So Super D's decided to go for the mediums, whereas Sniffleizer's gone for the softs. So it's going to be interesting to see how they get through the pack. So if you just joined this, if you just joined the stream, welcome everyone. This is going to be epic. It is the first start of season 3 in Australia. We're waiting for the lights to go off. It is lights out, and we're waiting for Codemasters, like we always do. And away we go. There we go. Good start to the season. Very good start there by Top Dog. Pips Korsabaki into turn 1. It seems like everyone has gone. Yeah. I can't see any carbon fiber bits flying around, so it looks like a clean start by everyone. But it is Korsabaki. Yeah, P8 now. He's in P8. He got some distance between him and the guys at the back there. He's got Ron in front of him in the Mercedes. But if we put up Korsabaki in the Haas being chased down by... Oh, big moment there! Big moment for the Haas as he goes into the Aramco barriers there almost. I don't think it is any damage, but a whole host of positions lost for him. And interestingly enough, yeah, this brings up Pofmace into 2nd. Here, Berta into 4th. He's lost the position. Chicken Wing in 5th. We've got Ron in 6th. And, oh, big moment for Low. It's not Low, I am so lying. It looks like Korsabaki again. It's just the Mercedes of Isatronic. Sean, big damage to that Mercedes. There's hardly any wing left, so he's going to have to pit. But big moment, Carter Boy going into the pits. He's also part of that fiasco there. He goes into the pits. Sniffleizer, looks like he got unshaved out of that. Yeah, it looks like all his bits and parts are still on. Korsabaki all the way in 11th, trying to heat those tires up. He's got an end plate missing, so I'm not sure how much he's going to be able to do. Challenging. Oh, big moment here between him and Super D as he takes Super D into the S's in Sector 2. So brilliant racing here at the moment. D losing a bit of positions there from Corsa. I just want to see if D's got any damage on that Ferrari. Doesn't look that way. Now he's got Sniffleizer all over him. So as we get on board with Sniffleizer in the Alfa Romeo. Oh, and a big moment again as, I'm not sure, I think that was Low. A big moment for him, he's gone out. It joins the track again. There is no damage on the car, but definitely a spin out. Top Dog selling the fastest lap there. He's currently in pole. Yeah, so closest battle next, and this is going to be interesting, Ali, as we've basically got Wezo in front of the Red Bull, and then we've got Ron all over the Red Bull. Is he going to go on the outside? Nice defending there by the Red Bull. He's going to run wide. He's going to have a look at the outside. Oh, this is very good racing here by Ron Skitter and Gierberta. Ron obviously on the faster tyre, a second, a lap quicker. And just can't get past the Red Bull. So good defending. Very hard in Sector 2. DRS obviously is enabled, so he will have a go at him in the start-finish straight. And while he's battling with him, Korsabaki has eventually caught up. Yeah. And also Razor. Razor's also joined that party now. So a good battle here for 6th, 7th and 8th. Super D a little bit further back. Sniffleizer all over the back of Super D. He's also on the faster. Oh, on the outside. And the horse also having a sniff there. Now it is Razor also in a Racing Point is joining this party. And here Bertha defending for his life. So everyone's going to get DRS down the straight. Oh, big moment there for Razor. He falls all the way to 9th. As the horse comes past, he's got a little bit of ERS. Yeah, so so there we go. So Korsavaki making the move stick on Geerberta, but he is on the faster tyre. So Geerberta currently in 7th. Our other medium drivers in 2nd, his teammate, and then Maxstar in 3rd. So as things settle down a bit, Razor now under threat from Sniffleizer behind him in the Alfa Romeo. Absolutely, yeah. So at the moment, you can see that Carter Boy, Esitronic, and Low is all picked for the hards. So they're going to try to stick it out till the end of the race. No safety car yet. This is lap 4 of 29, so very good behaving and no penalties so far, Ali. So everyone's sticking to the track limits. It's, yep, that's definitely going to be impossible. Another fastest lap there by Wezo. He is currently in 4th on the soft, so the soft is coming nicely to him. I'm still on board with Razor. He's in 8th. He's chasing after Geerberta and the Red Bull. He's got obviously the faster tyre. Has a look on the inside. Decides not to this time around. Maxstar, as we put our focus a little bit forward, we've got Buffmace and Maxstar. Maxstar really within a second, so within DRS range of Buffmace. When do we expect the guys on the soft to start pitting? What happened? So he probably got disconnected. Maxwell's also left the session, so I'm not sure if they've got internet issues. We know there's load shedding in South Africa at the moment where electricity gets disconnected in certain areas, trying to spread the load of electricity, so they might just join again. But he's definitely ghosting. Korsa Baki also ghosting. Yeah, there's our first penalty of the race. Yep, on lap 5, no safety cars, no virtual safety cars yet. Razor having a look at Berta on the inside. Is he going to make it stick? Yes, he does. Oh, and Berta just goes for the undercut on the inside. He's got the inside line a little bit running too wide there from Razor, and Berta takes the position back. So he's back into 6th position again on those mediums. Things heating up here. Now the Alpha is also joining in. Syphilizer. When do we expect the guys in on the softs, Ali? Probably around about lap 8, lap 9? Right, a very epic battle and some really good clean racing here by Geerberta and Razor 082. Razor's all over him. He needs to get past Geerberta very quickly because these softs will go off eventually as he gets a bit too close and has to back out on the throttle. Oh, this is close racing. This is good. This is good league racing. And lap 6 of 29. There we go. Ron now with all these disconnections. I see Maxstar still not back yet. I am just gonna. There is some drivers that got disconnected. So I just want to invite them back in again. Apologies for that. Absolutely. So I just got invites out to the guys back again. I can see Maxstar's back taking control of the racing point. He's lost a couple of positions. The biggest loser there, Corsa Bucky, he is back in the horse. So he's taking control over his car. Um, all right, and if we move close up, so Top Dog extending that league over Pofmeis. Pofmeis still ahead of Wezo. Ron sitting in fourth at the moment with all the AIs taking over. We've got Maxstar now in fifth, Razor in sixth, Buerta all the way in eighth. So he's obviously waiting for the guys to put on the softs. It's lap 7 already. I think, Ali, we can probably expect him in run about lap 8, lap 9. We'll see who blinks first. So Top Dog stays out. Yeah, got past him nicely, so he's up into 10th. So one championship point there for D. Probably not the start that he was looking for this season. He was battling hard for the World Championship. And halfway season in season 2, he was still really in contention for the driver's title. So he's fighting hard. He's currently in 10th. His teammate is in first. So, yeah, Ferrari doing not too bad. Yeah, so very weird. He's gone in from the mediums to the hards, so he's need a new nose cone. That's probably why he came in. So that's a forced stop. It's not a planned pit stop for the Red Bull team. So Buerta goes out on the hards. New nose cone for him. Right, Wezo just outside of DRS range. We'll see who blinks first of the top 10. Razor still out. No one pitching. Corsa Bucky now 10 seconds behind Razor. And he's being followed by Super D, who's on 4 lap old softs. So let's see. Yeah, he is. I'm just having a look here at Super D in a Ferrari. He is chasing after Corsa Bucky in the Haas. His tires 3 laps younger than the Haas F1 team. So I'm going to get on board with him and see if he can get some DRS down the straight. He is within DRS range, so he'll get that assistance. Could be. Very cloudy, very murky. And there we go. So opens up at a very good exit there by Corsa Bucky, obviously using his overtake. A very nice management of ERS here by Corsa Bucky. Super D chasing. Oh, big moment there for Corsa Bucky as he smashes into the wall. I'm not sure there is damage on to that horse. So he's finding it very difficult to find the grip on these tires. So Corsa has lost it. Super D has come past. He's all the way in 7th now. Super D going to chase off the Sniffalizer. Yeah, another penalty, and that's for Wezo. 3-second penalty there for him. Let's have a look and see if the guys are going to pit. So let's have a look at Top Dog. See if he jumps into the pits. Yep, there we go. So lap 9, he pulls the trigger for the rest of the field. So let's see if anyone follows him in. Pofmey stays out. He's on the mediums, obviously. Wezo also into the pits on the softs. Yeah, good tyre selection there by the Ferrari team. We'll have a look and see. Yeah, Renault go for mediums. I can't see them doing 90 laps or 19 laps on those mediums unless it's a safety car. Ali, I think 19 laps is a bit of a push on those. I think Codemaster tells us that you can do probably about 14, so that's an additional 5 laps. But let's see. I still fancy Top Dog's strategy of the year for the hards. And Pofmeis now, he's still in the lead on the mediums. We're going to keep on monitoring that gap between Pofmeis and Top Dog to see how far they are behind. So currently, Top Dog is 17 seconds behind Pofmeis. We know that a pit stop around here is about 20 seconds. So in essence, let's see if Top Dog can keep that gap 17 and lower, because if he does, he will definitely come out ahead of Porthmace when Porthmace decides to pit. Porthmace still on the mediums, so we'll keep on monitoring that gap. Other close battle at the moment on track is Sniffleizer. He's in 6th. He's been chased down by Ron in the Mercedes. So just having a look at, let's see who's our biggest losers so far. Position changes. Porthmace up 3 places. Maxstar up 5. Wezo D and Sniffleizer up 7. And the biggest loser here really, Corsa Bucky down 11. Razor down 9. And Gioberto with that wing damage of his down 8. They can probably go for the hearts again. I think they're probably hoping that the mediums can stick it out. But we can already see, Ali, that the gap started when Top Dog left the pits. The gap was between him and the leader, Porthmace on the mediums, was 17 seconds. And that's already come down a second. So the hearts are finding the time here. Porthmace not making it easy for himself. He's just ranked up a 3-second penalty. So if Porthmace decides to pit now, he will come out behind Top Dog. Maxstar the same, so it's going to be interesting to see. I can't see them going to softs, Ali. It's just not possible. Absolutely. Absolutely, 9 and 8 laps old hearts is not going to be easy. Gioberto probably sitting pretty with his 3-lap old hearts. He doesn't have to pit again if he keeps it nice and clean. I can see Maxstar that jumped into the pits. He put on a brand new set of hearts. He came out obviously behind Top Dog like we predicted. Porthmace is still out on those mediums. Wezo now in 3rd. Right, so from a constructor's point of view, lap 12 of 29, almost half distance through. 2 Ferraris, 2nd and 4th, looking good for the Scuderia team. Big moment there. Yeah, no damage to that Mercedes, but collected some gravel. He's 9th at the moment on 10-lap old hards, so battling a bit with grip there. He's being chased down by Gioberto, so Gioberto did make some time up. He's being chased down by Low Q, also on the hards. Nice from both of those drivers, not getting any penalties so far, so penalties ranking up as we get to lap 14. So Wezo staying out on his 2-lap old mediums. Porthmace also still out on those mediums. So not sure when Porthmace will pull the trigger. Is he going to go medium soft? Not sure if he will do something like that. But Top Dog, in theory, is sitting in front. He is in because Porthmace still needs to pit. Wezo doesn't need to pit. Super D still needs to pit on those 9-lap old softs. So he's going to have to pit again. Maxstar doesn't have to pit. So if I look at everything in essence, Maxstar probably sitting in a net 2nd or 3rd position, depending on where Porthmace pans out when he goes eventually into the pits. And then further down the point scoring positions, Ron in 7th. A bit disappointing there for him, having a very good qualifying session. Carterboy, a very good race for him in AlphaTauri in 8th. And disappointing for Sean also in 9th. Here, Berta now in the point scoring position. But probably not satisfied with that yet. But it's all about finishing the first race of the season. It is 22 races in a season, so it can be very long. So it's all about just getting valuable points when it's not your evening. Yeah, it might be a good idea to get this. I'm going to try to get the race engineers in here and see if we can have a chat with all three of them quickly and see what they say about the race so far before we jump into the second round of pit stops. So let's see if we can get the race engineers in, come and have a chat with us if they are available. So let's get in Red Fury. Let's get in Zero to Cool. Let's see if we can get them into, and Bob. Let's see if we can get them into our chat party to see what the race engineers say so far. Right. So lap 14, almost half distance. Hofmeyr still not pitting. Let's see if he pits in on this lap. Still stays out. So 14 laps on those mediums. He obviously qualified on those mediums. And it's a good time because we're just talking about them. And we've got Hanku here, Zero to Cool, race engineer for the Red Bull team, aka hopefully a Christian Horner kind of thing. Or maybe I'm Christian Horner. I can't remember. Hanku, what's the plan here with Pofmeis? I'm not sure if Hanku can hear us yet. Maybe he's still joining. We'll catch up with him now. So obviously the Red Bulls first and 10th, I think they would have liked to have both cars a little bit higher up, especially after that good qualifying from Geerberta. Um, no one making a move so far yet, Ali. Yeah, it's a good time to speak to the race engineers. Yeah, so he's going to be battling for that 10th position. I don't see him pitting again. Hanku, I'm not sure if you can hear us.
I'm here. Hi,
There we
evening.
go, Anke. Yeah, we were just talking about Pofma. So let's start off with Willem. Not a bad qualifying by your team. Obviously, a very good qualifying by Geerberta on third. So let's start with him. What happened to Geerberta? Why all of a sudden in 10th?
He got brake tested, so he lost a piece of the wing. Tried to stuck it out, but we just lost too much time.
Okay, we don't expect him to see him into the pit stop again. He's currently in 10th. We don't expect to see him into the
Yeah,
pits
that's why
again.
we pushed a couple extra laps so that we can go on to the hards and hopefully finish this race on those hards.
All right, and then the big talking point, obviously, in the comms box here is Pofma's Willem. So, what's the plan with Willem? He's now 15 lap old mediums. He's lost since Top Dog's come out of the pits. He's probably lost about 9 seconds already to Top Dog. What is the plan with Pofma's? Are you going to plop him into for a pair of softs?
He's definitely going on to a pair of softs, hopefully at the end of this lap. And then those softs are going to run Top Dog in again, so we'll see what happens, because those hards of his is just wearing, and those softs are going to look like beasts next to them, so we'll see what
Absolutely.
happens.
So if we look at a pit stop strategy, it's probably about 20 seconds into the pit. So you will come out 13 seconds just after Top Dog. 13 seconds with 13 laps to go, second a lap possible because difference between mediums and softs is a second. You can probably catch him by the end of the race.
Yeah, we hope to. Just hoping that softs will last as well, so that we can make the one stop work on the soft medium strat. Because a lot of people, like you can see, is doing mainly the soft hards, but we thought we are going to be different.
Okay, well that's interesting to see the guys going for 15 laps on mediums. Sure, that's really pushing it. So Hanky, thank you very much for joining us. It's nice to have you here with us, and all the best for the rest of the race.
No problem. Thank you very much. Enjoy.
Thanks, Hanku. Ali, I'm just going to step out for 2 seconds. Apologies, just stepping out there quickly. So yeah, just a fourth place jumping on the softs. He's now 17 seconds with yeah, the big thing is he's probably going to have to get past these Oaks very quickly. He's just gone past Super D. Yeah, so he's got a nice gap now between him and Wezo. So he's going to have to come after Wezo now. This is all make or break for Willem. I tell you what, if this works for Porthmace, there's a lot of tier 1 drivers that will be scratching their heads after tonight, seeing the medium softs work. So, yeah. Yeah, so Super D jumping into the pits. Let's see what he gets up to. He puts on a set of new softs. There we go. So Super D can make some inroads as well. Ron just coming past the start-finish straight. Is probably going to come out just after Ron. Carter Boy, yeah. So he's going to slot in between Ron and Carter Boy. So he slots. Yeah, look, he's not far behind. So he can definitely catch Ron. Sniffleizer. Sniffleizer has to pit again. I can't see him finish the race on those softs. And then the next target for him will be Maxstar. So I think if he can get close to Maxstar, that will be a super performance by Super D. Off Mouse, there we go. All these funny Afrikaans PSN IDs, Ali. It's all these very weird Afrikaans PSN IDs that we have. Oh, is that going to bring out a safety car? Yellow flags up, so he's obviously lost the car. I wasn't on board with him. He lost the car. Yeah, so no one close to the pits at all to make this work for them. I'm just going down. The only guy who it might favor is no one. I can't see anyone. Chicken Wing might be close. Razor might be close to pit under virtual safety card. Obviously, get you a couple of seconds. No, they're not. Yep. Yeah, so it also benefited the big time Sniffleizer because he pitted under the virtual safety car. And he's just going to come out just behind Super D. He's on a brand new set of mediums. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how much tire life he's going to have left after this race because he's probably taking out a lot of the out of those tires now, trying to catch these guys. But we know in Formula One, catching is one thing, passing is another. Yeah, Lowe's currently in ninth, and he's got Carter Boy behind him on a brand new pair of softs. And then he's got a bit of a gap between him and his Electronic Sean, which is also on medium. So, yeah. All right. So, yeah. So, Wezo into the pits for softs. He's going to come out just in front of Ron. Porthmace going through. Porthmace now 13 seconds behind with 9 laps to go. We'll keep on monitoring that time differential. Wezo also on the soft, so he's a comfortable third, so that is a podium for Wezo, so very comfortable for him. Yeah, and he's obviously going to chase after Ron, trying to make fourth his own. Yeah, so with 9 laps to go, anything's still possible. Maxstar into the wall, virtual safety car. No safety cars yet in Australia, so interesting, yeah. So the gap has come down. A carbon fiber sail. Yep, so Bahrain turn 1, it can be a carbon fiber sail. Oh, lost a lot of time there. He's now, again, 13 seconds behind. That's probably a race-winning defining moment for the Red Bull team, losing it. I think 13 seconds over 8 laps, I think that's just a mountain too high to climb for Willem. So Top Dog, if he can just keep it together. Top Dog also has got no penalties, Ali. Porfmace, let's just look at penalties here. So Porfmace has got a 3-second. Wezo's got 6, Ron has got 3, and then Super D, Sniffleizer, and Top Dog, no penalties. So Top Dog sitting pretty at the moment. So even if Porfmace gets within 6 seconds of him, he's still not going to make it because he's got a 3-second penalty. Yeah, that's probably Razor. His first race back after a very long off period from F1 and PS4. So sort of like a welcoming race for him. So he's currently in 12th. No points up for grabs for that. Chicken Wing also retired in Sector 3. Yeah, he just went into the pit wall there. Luckily, he's out of the way, so that's not going to bring out a safety car or anything. He's basically stuck in the middle of the pits. I think he probably tried to go into the pits and just hit the barrier on the left. Yeah, so green flags again. Yeah, so I'm currently on board with Super D. He's chasing after Ron at the moment. He is with DRS. He's obviously got the faster tires. So Ron chasing after 4th position, or sorry, Super D. He's chasing after the Mercedes. Yeah, there we go. Oh my word. So he's ghosting at the moment. I'm not sure. Oh, 11 seconds. Oh no. To lose a race like this, that can't be good. Yeah, I think they're starting to clap hands in their pit wall there, but I'm still with Super D. He's chasing after Ron. He's obviously on a softer tire, so Ron is going to have to defend for his life. Don't think Ron can defend for 7 laps, but let's see. Yeah. So as I say that, Super D gets the move done on Ron, the faster tire. He goes up into 4th, and I tell you what, with 6 laps to go, Super D can get 3rd if Top Dog doesn't take control over his car very soon. So 5 seconds, 4 seconds now. So this will in essence promote Porfmace to 1st, Wezo in 2nd. It will bring Super D up into the podium. Ron might even snatch 4th if it continues like this. So Top Dog. Yeah, probably someone with a side cutter sitting somewhere and cutting an Ethernet cable. But yeah, this is over Skadova. It's 6 laps to go. Top Dog, obviously AI. Yeah, Porfmace into the lead. I think if there was no disconnection, I don't think Porfmace would have caught him. That gap stabilized around 12, 13 seconds. Very sad to see for Top Dog. I bet you he's fuming in his living room or wherever he is at the moment. Could be load shedding. Yeah. Alright, so the next guy up on the road from him is Wezo. So we'll see if Wezo. Yeah, he's going to grab him probably in the next lap or so. Super D, that might be a bit of a push. But I bet you Super D's race engineer told him already that, hey, hang on, someone's AI. You need to get on the gas now. So no other big challenges on track here. You've got Ron and 5th. You've got Sniffleizer in 6th. We haven't spoken a lot about Keegan Isaacs here. He is currently in 6th position. 4-lap old medium. Solid race by him. It's going to be good points for the Alfa Romeo team. Yeah, and there we go. Wezo's gone past Top Dog. Corsa Bucky, he's had a eventful race nonetheless, but he's kept it together, stick it out. Could have retired a couple of times, have a rage quit, but he's still there in seventh. Geerberta, he's an eighth, 15 lap old Hearts, so he's currently an eighth, so that's good points for the Red Bull team. Carter Boy in the Alpha Tauri in ninth, and then Low in the Renault, also eventful race for him. He's on 20 lap old Hearts already. So he's going to do about 23 laps. I know in season 1 or season 2, tier 1, the guys did about 24 laps on those hards, so they really looked after their tires. So let's see how far Super D. Yeah. So Super D is chasing after him. It would be nice to know what happened there. But also Sniffalizer, yeah. Oh man, this is going to be epic. I tell you what, he is going to have to draw out the wheels of the Ferrari. He's not going to be super excited to be in third. He's on the wrong tire, wrong position. It's all defending about Super D now. I don't think he can get better than second. Absolutely. So I see Top Dog has left the session again. Hey, has he? No, he's still in the car. Super D behind him. Oh man. Race engineer's nightmare. You've got your guy who was supposed to win the race in front of your other driver on a faster tire, and you do not want to get together as teammates now. So what do you do as a race engineer? Yeah, they do the right thing. They let him past. Super D has gone through, so definitely a team decision there, Ali. Ferrari making the call there. Someone pulled a Mattia Binotto on himself and said, look, make way. This is for the team. Oh boy, this is just gonna bring chaos. There is two laps left, really. 3 laps left, so I don't think anyone will jump into the pits. Let's see. Both Masons missed that opportunity. Oh no, this is just going from bad to worse for the Ferrari team. They're not jumping into the pits. Ron decides to go into the pits. He's putting on a brand new set of softs, and a Mercedes Snow is stabilizer. So a very strange decision. By the time the safety car comes in, I think there will be 1 lap left. So very strange. Alright, so Porfmo's first safety car out for season 3, tier 2, lap 26. It was a moment by Razor 082 Nicholas who brought out the safety car. Porfmo is still in the lead. Wezo is going to be absolutely, he's going to lose temperature. Wezo is sitting with better tires at the moment, so he might just make a move there. Super D's got the drive through, so that takes him out of contention. Top Dog can get back into the podium position because obviously he doesn't have the drive through, so he just needs to stay close. Sniffalizer, he's going to get promoted to 4th. Ron will get promoted to 5th. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Yeah, safety car will do another lap. We'll effectively only have 1 lap of this race, probably the last lap. And yeah, you're going to have Ron on brand new set of softs just behind Sniffalizer. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. Yeah, there we go. So Wezo definitely have the better tires, but we'll see what he can do with that. Okay, so Sean a little bit out of position. He probably can overtake the safety car very soon. He's sandwiched by first and second, a lap down. Super D in third, but he's got the drive through. And then Top Dog. So, yeah. So, Top Dog can still get podium position. It's going to be interesting to have a chat to him after the race if he's available to see what went wrong. Yeah, so we'll effectively have one lap of racing, Ali. Two laps. 2 laps left of racing, which might just work into the favor here of you know, a lot of guys who pitted for brand new softs. If I look at Corsa Baki, Buerta, they've all pitted for brand new softs, and they've got low in front of them, 24 lap old hards. So you get the feeling that low probably can't defend for 2 laps on those tires. Yeah, so he's going to have to serve it on the last lap. Can't do it this lap. And we're racing. There we go. We're racing again. 2 laps left. Boffma's making a break for it. Sean getting nicely out of the way there of the front runners. It's Wezo in second, Super D in third, Top Dog in fourth, Sniffleizer in fifth. Right, let's just have a look here. Corsa Bucky behind low. Yeah, and Corsa Bucky's just gone past low from 7th to 8th. Buerta has lost a lot of time. Not sure if he's had a spin. But getting back to the front. Super D also putting pressure on Wezo there. And knowing that he's got to drive through penalty, so that's going to hurt him. Absolutely. We also got penalties to have a look at. You know, Wezo's got 9 seconds. Boffma's got 3. Alright, let's get on board. But also, so is Super D. He's also in the DRS. This is the last lap of Australia, round 1, season 3 of Tier 2 FTRF1. You can follow all the action and all the details about the drivers on FTR.com or FTRF1.com. You can also follow us on Facebook. And you can tune in. We haven't spoken about this, but the big guns are up on Wednesday night. Tomorrow night, it's Tier 1, where you can... big moment there by Super D, where you can catch all the Tier 1 action, race engineers, the whole shebang. It's going to be interesting in Australia tomorrow night. So, right, so let's see. Top Dog... Super D hasn't gone for his drive-through, so he might just get disqualified. So I'm not sure how that would work in the game. Can he go for his drive-through now? Let's have a look. Is he going to stick it out and hope for the best? He's probably going to get disqualified if he doesn't serve it. Oh, Boffma's battling. Wezo's going to take the lead here due to penalties. I can tell you that now already. Big contact there between the Ferrari. Boffma spun out. Boffma spun out. We actually see Sniffleizer, Keegan Isaacs. Unbelievable year on Tuesday night. Sniffleizer, Keegan Isaacs. I tell you what, hats off, young man. Absolutely from nowhere, not even on the radar, kept it clean. Boffma's in second, Top Dog in third, Wezo in fourth, Super D all the way into fifth. Corsa Bucky, difficult evening for him. He's currently in seventh, Carterboy in eighth, Buerta in ninth. We're just waiting for them to cross the line. But I tell you, how is that for a finish? Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. One virtual safety car, one full safety car just before the end. And I tell you what a race. Driver of the day, Sniffleizer. I have to agree with that. So we just wait for the confirmation of Codemasters to bring this up for us. There we can see big moment for the Alfa Romeo out of absolutely nowhere. Keegan Isaac, Sniffleizer, race winner, round one of season 3, tier 2. And next to him, we've got the Red Bull of Porfmace, very good drive by him. And also the Ferrari of Top Dog. So I'm going to see if I can get these three gentlemen into the comms box with me, see if they are available to chat to us. But just confirmation on your standing. Sniffleizer wins in Australia, Porfmace second, Top Dog in third, Wezo in fourth, Super D in fifth. Low, extremely good performance by Low in sixth position, very old heart, well done to him. Corsa Bucky seventh, difficult evening for him. Carter Boy in eighth, Buerta, difficult evening for him in ninth. Ron also a very difficult evening, 3 pit stops later, and he finishes in 10th. So let's see if we can get these guys into our comms box quickly. We're going to try for Sniffleizer and the other top two and see if we can get them in here. So there we go, everyone. That is the first round of season 3 all done and dusted. We're just waiting to see if any of the drivers are available to chat to us. And then while I wait for the drivers to join me in the chat party, just remember, we've got Tier 1 up tomorrow night, the big guns. They are also in Australia. So if we have to go by anything from tonight, it's going to be extremely exciting. Can anyone catch Josh Willis, who showed some really good pace? Can anyone stick with with Grimjaw Jagger, which is our World Championship winner? And can anyone beat the Red Bulls, who was the Constructors Champion in Season 2? So let's see who we've got in the chat party so I can start with the interviews. So I think let's start with Top Dog. So let's start with third place, Top Dog. Good evening in general. Look, I tell you what, up until the last two corners, we really didn't know who's going to win. How did it go for you? Did it go according to plan in terms of where you guys wanted to be? Obviously, I want to chat about race engineer and what happened to Super D. But do you feel you got the most out of it tonight? Yeah, look, I feel your pain. Same thing happened to me. I think it was in Canada. I recovered luckily, but it's very it's heartbroken to get disconnected from the game and lose a win because you were literally keeping that gap between 14 and 15 seconds between you and Porfmate. So a good drive, buddy. So well done from our side. It was really entertaining tonight. Well done. Thanks, Top Doc. And we're looking forward to seeing you in Bahrain next week. Thanks, bud. Willem, so Porfmo, so dude, how did it go wrong? You lost the car literally on the second last corner. Was those softs completely gone? Oh, good grief. But look, in essence, Willem, I mean, you haven't been racing for a good 6, 7 months, 8 months most probably. And coming back and finding this pace, qualifying probably didn't go like you wanted it to go, but the race, man, you were catching Top Dog at the speed of light. You were catching him at a stage like 1.5 seconds a lap. Absolutely. And just a little bit about your teammate. Obviously, not the best evening for the Mercedes team or for the Red Bull team. Obviously, you finishing second, which is great. But Gia not having the best of evenings. Any information on what went wrong with him tonight? Absolutely. So I'm very happy to see the Red Bull performing so well. So well done, Willem, and obviously here will recover for Bahrain next week. So thanks, Willem, and looking forward to seeing you next week, buddy. Yeah, I definitely want to get this out of Keegan's mouth because I tell you what, Keegan wasn't on the radar for us. Um, that was, up into the penultimate corner, we were not sure who was going to win because we know there was penalties to play with. Obviously, Willem lost the car, and then obviously Top Dog was in the lead, and then it was just a shamble. And all of a sudden, when they crossed the line, it's like Sniff Liza won. So, Keegan, mate, how did you do this? Absolutely. Look, I keep on telling everyone around me. Obviously, I know you from midweek racing days. You are one of the cleanest drivers that's out there. And I still think if you race a bit more and if you put a bit more practice, and I know life gets in the way, and you've proven it tonight. I mean, you've proven that. I mean, you had no penalties, if I'm not mistaken. You had absolutely no penalties on a track like this. This is not the easiest track to get away with no penalties. And that's won you the race. So good, clean driving, not necessarily pole position, 14th on the grid, and you came through and you won, Keegan. So, mate, hats off. Look, I did the math sort of like, yeah, I was doing the math probably about two corners from the end, and I was working it out, and I thought to myself, 6 seconds, 3 seconds, you don't have anything. I might just have a chat with you tonight in the comms box, which is a first for me, and I love talking to you. And then all of a sudden, Keegan, never say that. The other question I just wanted to ask is obviously well done, Keegan, and a brilliant drive. Teammate, what's going on here? Yeah, I know Byron's away on business at the moment. He's doing the garden route, I think, or nice or something. Yeah, Carl's gonna get a. You can tell your teammates. He's gonna get a handful from me because I know Carl can be also very fast and I mean if this is what you guys can get up to, starting from 14th, I tell you what, Racing Point can seriously get. Or sorry, the Alpha team. Sorry, Alpha. I'm so used to seeing you in arena or a dinner. You guys can seriously rack up points here for your team. So Keegan, just to finish off, buddy, well done, congratulations. This is a surprise win, probably the best races I've commentated on so far. Dude, I am super stoked for you. I think I'm happy as you at the moment because we've been coming a long way, me and you. So, dude, congratulations and well done, bud. Thank you so much, Keegan. Cool. So if you want to catch Keegan again and see if you can get some miracles, he'll be in Bahrain next week on Monday. You can catch him again at 7 o'clock. Hopefully his teammate will join us. And then don't forget Tier One tomorrow night. We've got Tier One on Wednesday night. It's also Australia. We should be going around about 7:15. For everyone who was watching the stream, thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Cheers, ciao.